to give an opportunity to some of our sponsors who are here to share a bit of insight in terms of what they provide. So first of all, I'd like to invite Subela Bhatia from CertNexus to give a quick overview of solutions and services. Thank you.
So I'm not going to be taking much time. I hope all of us are nice and awake because it was an excellent lunch, and normally one tends to be kind of slow after lunch, but anyway. I'm from Logical Operations. I'm the regional director for the Middle East and Turkey based out of Dubai. And Logical Operations is the vendor based out of US, and our business is content and development and emerging tech. So we are globally proudly to be one of the leaders in the emerging technology and some of the new certifications that we provide, and not many vendors are doing it. As I go forth, I would just talk about it a little. So this is just roughly about us, what we are, where we are based, and we operate through channels. So My Learning Key, Asif, is one of our key partners in UAE, and he's partnered for the CertNexus program, which I'm going to be just talking after this. So we have about 5,000 over courses under our belt, which are under different verticals. Cyber security, which is really what is going through the roof because everybody has a concern with security. When I talk about IoT, I mean, we all we use the buzzwords, IoT, AI, everything, but who's looking at the security? I mean, where's our data? Who's sharing it? We're very keen to put all this, and then we say, no, it's extremely safe, but I mean, what is Amazon doing with it, or Facebook? We all know where it goes. So I'm just going to jump to my next presentation, which is on CertNexus. CertNexus is one of the vendors into keeping with today's theme, which is emerging tech, and I'd just like to talk about that. So these are some of the technologies that we represent in the region. We provide all the content for it and the examinations for it. Yeah, so this is my mainstay for today. We've talked a lot about innovation, we've talked about emerging tech, and incidentally, my predecessor, Madam Sana, was talking about that it's great to have all sort of technology on plate. But what about the skills? What about the people? What about that lady who sits on the front desk? She frankly couldn't, she's not concerned, and she says, how is IoT going to help me? How is AI going to help me? What am I supposed to be doing to learning to it? So it does concern everyone, and we've kind of divided the globe or the people, in it, in kind of three categories where all of us need a certain base level knowledge about these technologies. So this is how we see that the next decade, this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to be, focusing in companies who are not only, education trained, this is training related, but this is what's going to happen. Cybersecurity is really going to be the mainstay. Data sciences, there's so much of data, big data, deep learning. There, like somebody before me said, that's the new oil, that's the new gold. Is data, information. So that's where CertNexus comes in. We trying to make people aware of this is what the future is going to be. So rather than staying behind or out of it, even if you say, forget it, I'm not a technology person, I don't have to certify. Yeah, don't. But still, all of us, I'm not a technical person, but I went through a basic security awareness course. I did cyber safe. So I have a saying that, yes, I am cyber safe, which are basics. So that's who we are, and this is how we facilitate the world with the globe, basically providing trainings and taking people through certifications. I'm not getting into who we are accredited. We know we are certified by the ANSI, which is based out of US, the GCHQ, the ISO. So we've got these acclaims. Now that's what I want to focus on. So I come into the think part of the certification roadmap, which everybody, that's what I said, the lady who sits in the front, or an HR professional, or logistics, okay, anybody in waste management, in real estate, everybody. There are some basics that all of us need to know, and we need to understand about the emerging technologies. The build part, yes, is for technology professionals, for IT people who are into the field. And then comes, of course, the secure, which are cybersecurity professionals and security people. So that's our roadmap and certification where we like to work with partners like My Learning Key. We've got a whole lot of partners. We work with government very closely across the UAE, the other regions. I was recently in Qatar, and in fact, I'm coming from Oman last night, and we did the 5th National Cyber Security Drill, where we actually organized scenarios for the ITA and the government, and there was the discussion was around that, yes, of course, we are in the secure phase here, but the think phase is something like what I said, cyber safe. Cyber safe is something like awareness, where each one of us need to know that we all using 3 smartphones. We've got a laptop, we've got an iPad. We love to click on when it comes on. Do you want to download? We say yes. Do you want this? Yes. We say yes, and we get a whole lot of worms or Trojans. We don't even know what to do with them. The secretary of the CEO likes to put that password on a yellow slip and paste it down below, that who's going to remember all the passwords. So just let me stick it there. There's nobody going to see it. Little knowing that she realizes that that laptop of the CEO is one of maybe the biggest data bank or information that a company could lose from within the company, rather than maybe being at a risk from losing dollars from outside. So that's who we focus on. We focus on everybody, that the base levels of information are required for everybody. So it's a little about the skill gap that we're trying to shrink, and currently where we feel that there is a gap, and it's going to be, the gap is there in the coming years. And all these banking sites, online sites, all of us, we pay online, we do e-commerce, we do everything. And we love that free Wi-Fi. Today, myself, I was asking Meetu, I said, what about Wi-Fi password? So we have an unsecured Wi-Fi, and yeah, I'm working on it. I'm sending mail, so my data, my information is going. So similarly, there are phishing sites which they look like your banking. It looked like a StanChart web page. It looked like an Emirates NBD, but it's not. And but you put your information in it, and you don't know what's acting behind, and there you could lose a lot of things. So this is a kind of basic, this thing which we have, which is cyber safe, which you very clearly talks on its own, that it enables everybody. It's for everybody. It's for students. We are doing programs for some of the schools. Universities are tying up with us for a basic. They say, I was just talking to a lady here from the American University, and she said, yeah, for the business students or for any and everybody's thing like cyber safe is for everybody. Everybody needs to know the basic. So this is just a little about how it is. It's a very simple thing. It's just about 4 or 5 hours, this thing, and there are about 10 questions by the end of it, and you get a digital badge where you can share on your social media that you're cyber safe. Of course, going forward, then we have some professional courses which are into coding and development. I will not take details here because maybe there are not too many people with the technology background. And this is who it targets. For the cybersecurity professionals, this is very interesting, and this is something which is the way forward, is the incidents response. A lot of people, I've been having some meetings with the security and the IT heads and the technology people, and so the incidents of attacks, like everybody was mentioning, data leakage, everything is increasing, and how do corporates handle that? How are you going to actually mitigate those, or how are you going to prevent the future attacks? So that's known as the CyberSec first responder. And basically, this is what it's targeted, of course, at cybersecurity professionals. This terminology, I'm sure Asif understands. I'm not sure if too many else would be the blue team and the red team. We're short of the blue team currently globally. So this, again, is the BIS programs, as per us, are the think ones, that this is a basic in incidents response, which is something which is good. It's like a workshop for any and everybody who has anything to do with technology. Maybe you're in real estate, you're in any other field, but you're using technology, even if you wish or don't wish this thing. So these are baseline programs. And similarly, so now coming to the IoT, this thing, everybody is talking about IoT. We have, again, a base level program for any and everybody, just to understand the terms, and because everybody is going to use it ultimately, the organization, which is the IoT biz, we call. Again, just 4 or 5 hours, just one day, not for expert levels or professionals. These are the details. I'm just going to skip over it. And this is for the professionals, the IoT practitioner, where we actually give the students a device that's like a Raspberry Pi. It's not exactly that. And actually, Asif has been through the class and he's used some of the data files, and you can actually control the lighting, the humidity, the temperature in a room. So you can actually understand that how everything is linked. And like this, we have a couple of other courses which is into security, because we focus on security and the emerging technology. And today's theme is AI. So we have a basic course for everyone into artificial intelligence. And then going forward, we have some specialized courses into AI and the security of AI. And we have then a pathway where we are going. We've got these courses coming on for, of course, the more professional and the technical people. So today, I think when you do a quiz, maybe later on, some of the questions are going to be based on the basic, the slides that I maybe paid more time on. I didn't do all of them because I know maybe some of you are not part of the technical field. So yeah, hopefully you guys answer the questions and you've got some good prizes to win. And that's about CertNexus and logical operations. If you have any questions or interested in partnerships or moving forward with some education programs or baseline workshop, please contact Asif. He is the delivery platform for all our courses on CertNexus and logical operation. Thank you. Thank you.